Hey everyone, today is Tuesday and we are having chicken scampi for dinner. There is a bit of prep work, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that out of the way first. I no longer show how I season because I don't want to hear bitching. So that's basically the reason. So we're just gonna do this, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna lightly dredge these with flour. Let me grab, see that? Maybe I'll just put them on my cutting board. That way they're kind of all spread out. I'm gonna go ahead and heat up my skillet and get some olive oil so I can brown these chicken tenders. So I shall be back in just a second. So I got some flour. I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle them. We're not going for a heavy breading. We just wanna make sure that they get browned, and this will be used as a thickener for the sauce later on. So, let's see, here we go. Just wanna make sure each of the little chicken tenders has some flour on them. Both sides. Go. All right, we are done. Let me heat my skillet. As soon as my skillet is heated up, we're gonna brown them. All right, let's get some olive oil in there. I'm gonna put a pretty good coating of olive oil in there. That's good. All right, so we're getting our chicken tenders in now. We're gonna maybe just do a few at a time to make sure everything browns nicely. You can see my skillet is kind of all, or I don't know if my stove is weird or my skillet is weird, but whatever. I was gonna do these in batches, but I don't have the patience and I'm starving, so I'm just gonna get them all in at one time to brown. There we go. They are all in. Let's let them get good and brown on one side before we flip them. All right, let's check these, see how brown they are. Oh, look at that. Nice and brown. We're just going to brown these real good. We're not going to cook them all the way yet because what we're going to do is finish cooking them in the sauce. He gets a little foggy. All right, so prep work. We need an onion. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to slice this onion. I'm not going to chop it up. I just want onion slices. So we're just gonna cut it like this. We kind of cut them in thick slices because we don't want to totally obliterate the onion when it's in the pan. If you cut it too thin, it's just going to kind of melt away and disappear as it cooks. Now this recipe, I usually use a red onion, but I could not find. Okay, I didn't add it to my grocery list, I'm not going to lie. Now these are like really tiny onions, so I think I'm gonna use 2. Ooh-wee, they are burning my eyes. Let's see. Good Lord, these are strong onions. Holy crap, my eyes are burning. Now, it could be because I swam today and I have got chlorine in my eye. I don't know. Enough of those beasts. Now we are going to do a bell pepper. Kind of take all the ribs and stuff out. I'm just going to cut this in kind of thick chunks because I don't want them to get all slimy and gross when they're cooked. There we go. All right. And then I've already chopped up a bunch of garlic. And my last ingredient is some sweet peppers. I love these things. I could just eat these things regularly. Have you seen these little sweet peppers? So we're going to take some yellow, orange, red. Those aren't really yellow, are they? I should have just gotten the big peppers. I didn't think about it. You know which ones I'm talking about? You can get like a 3-pack of peppers. It usually gives you a bell pepper, a red pepper, and a yellow pepper, but I wasn't thinking about it. But I'm going to use what I have, and that's these little teensy ones. My chicken is just about all browned. I can hear it behind me. I'm just going to kind of take these and cut them into thick little slices like this. And as I'm cutting them, I'm going to kind of take out the seeds that I see in there. I mean, these aren't spicy, so seeds, if they're in there, it's not going to make it any hotter, you know? There we go. I love these peppers. You could probably just eat these with some, maybe some ranch dip or Italian dressing or something. So good. It's probably what I end up doing, giving them to my son. Some of my, for lunch for him. Alrighty. So here we go. Now we're gonna get our chicken out of the pan. All right, let's look and check and see if our chicken, oh, look at that, nice. Nice. All right, so we're gonna get our chicken out of the pan. It is not fully cooked. It's almost cooked, but it's not fully cooked yet. There we go. Now I'm gonna grab me some butter. I'm gonna add a nice little knob of butter in there. And then I'm going to get my onions in there to cook. Onions first because those really take longer than peppers. Oops, got a pepper. Now this dish is very garlicky. We love garlic in this house. We put plenty of it in there. So as soon as I get the onions in, I'm going to put my garlic in. I chopped about, seriously, 5 cloves of garlic. There we go. Get all that yummy garlic in there. Get that butter melted. I'm going to season up these, onions and garlic. I'm going to add a nice handful of Italian seasoning and stir that around in there. My onions are almost ready for me to add the wine. I'm going to let them cook just a little bit longer. All right, let's go ahead and add our wine. We are going to add 1.5 cups of white wine. That was 1 cup. And I don't use any special wine, just regular white cooking wine. There we go. We're going to kind of deglaze the pan, get those brown bits off the bottom. We're gonna turn the heat up because we want to burn the alcohol out. I'm also gonna add a little touch of red pepper flakes. Stir this around. I went ahead and got my water boiling for my pasta. And now we're going to add some fresh chopped parsley. Well, I don't have fresh chopped parsley. I just add parsley, but if you have fresh, use fresh. Add parsley, and then I am going to add 1 cup of heavy cream to my mixture. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get my chicken tenders back in. I'm gonna nestle them in this lovely sauce. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the peppers on top, and I'm going to let this finish cooking. It is pretty much done. What I'll do is when it's closer to, I'm gonna let it simmer for, let's say about 15 minutes. And my chicken should be done by then. I'm gonna drop my pasta. I'm gonna get my garlic bread in, and then we will eat. I will taste this, of course, a little bit later to see if it needs any more seasoning. Look at how delicious this looks. I am just waiting for my pasta to be done, and then we are going to eat. Garlic bread is in the oven. It's almost done as well, but I just wanted to show you this so you can see how good it is. I'm gonna toss it with my pasta as soon as my pasta's done. All right, now we're gonna take our chicken scampi and we're gonna pour it over our pasta. We're gonna make sure we get all of that yummy scampi sauce out of there. You okay? All right, look at this. I'm gonna kind of toss this around. Now let's plate this up. My bread is all done, which is awesome. Let me get my pasta bowls. All right, here we go. Let's plate this up. I'm gonna put some pasta in our pasta bowl. Try not to get it everywhere. There we go. Now we're gonna get some of those lovely chicken tenders. All right, and the last step is to take our little spoon. I'm gonna get that yummy peppers and sauce in there. Gotta get some of those onions and that garlic. There we go. That is a nice big bowl of pasta. Now I'm gonna garnish with a, gosh darn it. Garnish with just a little bit of parsley. I forgot I had taken that little guard thing off of it. Let's see, let's kind of mix that around. We're gonna garnish with just a little bit of parsley. Here we go. There we go. And then last step is to add our garlic bread on the side. There we go. It's all finished, and I'm going to leave you with a motivational quote today. It says, "Try to be a rainbow in someone's cloud." I love y'all. Hope you're having a great Tuesday.